Hey everybody, this is Edward from Sword and Fortress, and today we're starting a bit late. Apologize about that. I got a chance to hang out with some friends and other things, and definitely wanted to do that. But since the wife was saying she was going to bed, and it's a Friday night, and I've already been drinking, I figured why not? Let's see what happens with Blackstone Fortress with a little bit of rum, especially after how bad the last scenario went. So I shall continue my chronicling of how bad can Ed screw this all up. And as we start every stream off, make sure you're taking care of yourself, making sure you're giving yourself that self-love. So to quite quickly catch up, our first adventure into the Blackstone Fortress was pretty brutal. Our very first card we pulled caused pretty much everybody to take 2 wounds. We were able to recoup some of it, and then we went into a combat. And from there, it took forever because we kept getting reinforcements and guys couldn't keep moving. Poor Gottfried just could not get recovered enough, so kept staying on the board, kept getting attacked, somehow deflecting the attack. So I'm assuming he was just laying on the ground with his shield up going, I will not die, but I can't move. So yeah, lots of fun there. So it has been a little while since I've played Blackstone Fortress. Excuse me, doing the self-hydrate there. So I'm going to kind of be going through the rules. May not be the most entertaining as I reteach myself how to go through Precipice. I do remember that you pull out the cards that have to go with each ship, and you flip the ships over to the facility side. And then I put our adventurers in the cool stasis pods that GW put together for this. It's one of the, honestly, Blackstone Fortress and Cursed City and even Silver Tower, they're the big things of GWs I still kind of fully endorse. They are a lot of fun. So let's take a look at Precipice. So our adventurers after that last combat came licking their wounds, running back up to her, and now we need to figure stuff out. So one of the big things you've got to do is the legacy step. So you have these cards that start off with, okay, how pissed off is the fortress at you? You know, is it only kind of pissed off, or is it really pissed off? And you only have so much time to get through the first part of this fortress, because if you run out of all these cards, so you've got a limited number of times you can jump through this fortress. If you run out of this, you fail and the Blackstone Fortress just shuts down and you can't get into it. And the Chaos Lord that's in there, Ublius, or however you say his name, wins. So you've got to get a lot done in a short amount of time. So in the legacy step, here's our legacy deck. One card is drawn at random. That card applies to all future expeditions. Then the explorer's quest ends in failure. All right, so we then go and we take the top card. Oh man. Okay, I give up. I just straight give up. It's done. It's over. No more. I can't take it. So the new threat, we now get to include Obsidious Malik's encounter cards with the encounter deck. And so from now on, every time we go into the fortress, we can now run into this big Uber Chaos Lord. Oh, this is going to suck so hard. Okay, so we will put this back in the Blackstone Fortress Legacy deck. And we will keep that card out. And we now get to add good old Obsidious Malik's anytime we go in. Then we go to the trading steps. Our adventurers. So we've got Piesborn. So she's come out. She gets fully healed. She has 1 inspiration point. I need to check and see if inspiration carries over. God, I hope it does. And she's got 1 piece of Archotech and her Blessed Aquila thing that we got from the prequel mission, which you can check out on YouTube. It was a lot of fun. Tadius and Piesborn rocking their way through the Blackstone Fortress, taking care of things. We've got Amelin's Shadow Guide. She has 1 inspiration point. And we've got Gottfried, the shield dude, the guy that held everything. He has some Archaeotech as well that we can spend for stuff. And then he's got 2 inspiration points. So to make sure I actually kept track of that, I put 2 markers in there. So we'll put that marker away. He's got 2. And then we've got our good navigator, Espern Locarno. And he has... And the nice thing is everybody got to have some inspiration. He's got 1 inspiration point. And then almost everybody walked away with either a clue or some Archaeotech. Clues are needed to find out where Oblius is hiding. Obsidius. I don't know why I keep calling him Oblius. Yeah, Obsidius. I'll be able to remember that now, I swear. So one of the things I got to do is I'm going to check in the rules to see if inspiration points carry over. Inspiration points. Okay, it doesn't say. That. So there's that. Do we get to keep inspiration when we're ending an expedition? Okay, so I will check the combat rules to make sure they get to keep it. All right, this might have to be a question for the great and powerful Google. Let's find out. Oh, Google. Okay, even Google is split on it. So you know what? Since we're playing the hardcore cards anyways, we're going to say inspiration carries, because God knows I'm going to need everything I can have. So inspiration will carry, at least in how I'm playing through it. If you're watching this and want to disagree, please leave a comment, and we'll see what happens. Make sure the chat's working. And tell myself to hydrate, because why not? Yes, hydrate, sir. Hydration shall happen. Okay, so now that that ambiguity is taken care of, we go to the trading step. And then let's go ahead and pull our models out, since that will decide what they're doing. So we got good old Pius Vorn, Gottfried de Montbrand, got Amelin, and then good old Espern. Where are you, Espern? There we go. Okay, Espern. So they've got a chance to go to their different ships to try and do stuff. Plus, each ship has kind of a market that you can spend Archaeotech on. I am honestly not going to do that part. There's the cards. You deal out 3 and go from there. But with where our guys only have 1 point, you're not going to be able to buy much. So let's take a look at what we can do for the facilities. Okay. So resource cards, leader points, all that fun stuff. Okay, so we got to do 4 clue cards to attack a stronghold. So we're nowhere near that either. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. We'll start with Pius here. She is going to go to the Clarion because that's her ship. The Execution Chamber. Roll the Blackstone dice. You can re-roll the dice if the explorer using the facility is Thaddeus or Pius. On a 1, the explorer must discard a clue card if they have one. On a 2 through 15, nothing happens. On a 16, they receive a clue card. So let's see, does Pius Vorn somehow get a clue from her spaceship? No. Okay. Next, we've got Amelin Shadow Guide. She is going to go to the Steed of Mathrur. Roll the Blackstone dice. You can. Oh, we get to re-roll it because Pius was the one that does it. So we re-roll it. It is a 9. So no, still no. For Amelin, if the roll is higher than the number of clue cards the explorer has, nothing happens. If the roll is less than or equal to the number of clue cards, they receive a clue card. So, okay, that actually is pointless because you can't roll a 0 because she has 0. What else can we do? Ultium for Gottfried. He's there. We can re-roll it because of Gottfried. And then on a 1 or 2, has been injured and may not buy any resource cards during the trading step. On 3 through 12, nothing happens. 13 through 20, gains an inspiration point for their next expedition. Put the inspiration token inside the stasis chamber. So actually, based off of this kind of does hint that inspiration cards or inspiration points do carry between expeditions because you can put them in the stasis. So let's see what happens to him. 16! Gottfried is now up to 3 inspiration points. He gets 1 more and he can go in pissed off. What does the Traveler do? Roll Blackstone dice. You can re-roll the dice. Is Espern. Okay, so that can revive people, so that's almost useless. Amelin's going to go to the ultimatum, see if she can get some inspiration points. With a 2, she cannot. And the Navigator is going to try and see if we can't get a clue card. With an 11, we do not. So, nothing either way. Okay, so that is the step here for the precipice. Now we look at what does it take to start a new expedition. So I know this will slide up. We don't want it completely out of camera view. So there we go. All of these will flip over. We're going to kind of keep the same adventures. I want to try one more time and then maybe have to tweak up the teams that go out. I think we got a pretty balanced team here. It's just that was brutal. Okay. So to kind of go over what each ship can do in the Blackstone phase, the Clarion has the infrawave loud howlers. Once per expedition at the start of the gambit step of the initiative phase, the leader can use the Clarion's weapon. If they do so in that gambit step, each explorer can perform a gambit without having to spend activation dice. That's really helpful. The ultimatum, boarding parties after deploying hostiles at the start of combat. The leader can choose an encounter card from the combat track to replace, removing that card from the combat track and place it at the bottom of the encounter deck. Then draw the top encounter card to replace it. Remove any deployed hostiles from the discarded card and deploy the hostiles listed on the new card instead. So if we get Obsidious, we might be able to get rid of them. The Traveler has Cloud Wave Generator once per expedition. Can take the Warp Cloud Generator action during the activation. The action costs a 1-up. It costs a 6-up. So 1-up for Espen, 6-up for anybody else. The rest of the turn, the explorers are not visible to hostiles unless the hostile is adjacent. So a good way to provide cloud cover. And then the Steed has the Crystal Scanning Matrix once per expedition. An explorer can take the Crystal Scanning Matrix action. It costs 1 if it's Amelin, 6 if it's anybody else. If the action is taken, pick a hostile group that has not been activated this turn and swap their initiative card with the card at the end of the combat track. So that will give us a chance to kind of mess some things up. Okay, so going back to the Precipice book, how do we start a new adventure? The next exhibition. Being the leader, we're good there. So I guess we kind of just go back to the rules and start our next expedition. Maybe. Okay, so we pull all of our cards out here. Got our discovery deck. So all the cool things that people can discover. Put that in here. Shuffle it up. And we have all of our crazy difficulty and our encounters. We now have to add good old Obsidious Malix to our encounter possibilities. So, Doink. Does he really only have one card? Nope, of course not. Okay, he's got 2 cards, so that's nice that he can't show up too hardcore. Let's go ahead and pull what can come with them. Chaos Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines. So we'll pull the Chaos Space Marine card as a possibility, and then Obsidious Malix as another possibility. And put this all away. Alright, so here's all of our possible bad guys, which scares me to death. It scares me pretty hardcore. So we've now added good old Ubius. We'll go ahead and get this all nice and shuffled up. So there is our encounter cards. Then we need to sort this between challenge and combat. And then shuffle these up. give this one a good shuffle. Whoa! There we go, Ed. Throw cards everywhere. Deal out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set this off to the side. One, 2, 3, 4. Set this off to the side. Ah, now we know that card's there. Do some more shuffling. Okay, there is our exploration deck. So we will then move all these guys down here. And let's see what happens from here. Okay, so here's all of our possible enemies. We've then got our initiative card. And our possible death cards. This time I will actually move the poker chip around so we know who's really player 1 turn. And get to deal with that. So there's our hostile groups and our 4 adventurers. Luckily we've not had anybody die because that's what these cards are for, to show, hey, this guy goes in the stasis chamber and they're dead. And then we've got to use the traveler to try and bring somebody back. Because why not? And yeah, so if you're just watching, we're going to start the second expedition in. We visited Precipice, but because we didn't find anything, we basically got our butts kicked out of it. Yeah, we couldn't buy anything. We were able to get an extra inspiration for Gottfried, and that was about it. So we will start off with Pius Vorn as the leader on this. And yeah, we now get to deal with Obsidious Malix, the big bad boss guy, for Blackstone Fortress. We drew him randomly, and now he can magically appear. And this is only our second expedition. So yeah, not looking so great. I'm going to force a hydrate. Get my rum and Dr. Pepper on. There we go. Woo, okay. All right, so as we go back into the Blackstone Fortress, let's see how screwed we are to begin with. A challenge. A chance encounter. Another group of explorers is discovered, trapped in a room which can only be opened from the outside. They plead to be released and offered valuable rewards, but the explorers fear that this could just be another trap. The leader can choose to release the prisoners or to leave them to their fate. If the leader chooses to leave them, the challenge card ends and they are released. If they are released, roll the Blackstone dice and apply the results below, after which the challenge ends. Okay, so what do you guys think? Since I'm playing this solo, I mean, I could have conversations with myself and go, good Ed would say this, bad Ed would say that. But let's see with our viewers, see if they have any input. Should we let these poor innocent people out? Or should we leave them, thinking that it's probably some Chaos Space Marines ready to show us that pre-rape feeling? What do you think? Give you guys a couple seconds to mull it over. To be good or not to be good? Is someone else paying insurance? I'm kind of lost what you mean. I don't know. Oh, I get it now. Sorry, the brain's not working. No, unfortunately, we got to cover our own medical and insurance. And wow, we're really fuzzy today now that I'm actually looking at it. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay, that's a little bit better. So yeah, no, we have to pay for our own medical bills here. So I guess we can kind of cheat and take a look at the card and see what the possibilities are. Because, I mean, it's listed right there. It's not a hidden thing. So if we roll a 1 through 5, the prisoners attack. Explorers defeat them, but not before they serious harm. Each explorer suffers 1 grievous wound. 6 through 10, the prisoners attack. The explorers defeat them and are harmed, and they only suffer a normal wound. 11 through 19, the prisoners are genuine, very grateful, and give hard-found valuables. Each explorer draws 1 discovery card. If we roll a natural 20, which we know isn't going to happen, the prisoners are genuine and very grateful for being released and insist on helping the explorers further upon their return to Precipice. The leader can travel 2 of the spacecraft located at Precipice after the expedition ends, if they wish, instead of 1. Place this card besides the current leader's explorer card to remind that player. Okay, so almost a 50-50 chance that we're either going to get hurt or we're going to get something awesome. What do you think? Flip a coin. Let me see. Do we have a coin in here? Wow, I'm an idiot. Okay, I do have a poker chip and a coin. So we'll say the half light, half dark is help. And then we'll say Blackstone Fortress is don't help. We help. All right. Now this is where the dice gods come back and hurt me. This is going to be sad if this expedition starts off with us getting wounded again, because that's exactly how the first expedition went. A 2. Oh, no. Okay. All right. So, the prisoners do attack us, and because it was a 2, everybody starts with a grievous wound. So we are starting off this expedition with everybody already a quarter of the way dead. And these grievous wounds can't be healed unless we go back to Precipice. So we've already lost a quarter of our combat power. That sucks. All right. Yeah, that sucks big. And there's nothing in here that allows us to reroll that dice. So our second expedition card is a combat. So let's see if I can fit this bad boy on our screen. In fact, I'm going to flip it like that just so I can, make it easier on myself. All right, let's get some tiles out. I just need the maglev to start. Oh, maglev. Calling maglev. Please report to Precipice board. So many dungeon tiles, so little time. All right, so here is our maglev. Then we've got probably one of the pieces I've already just thrown back in. Let's see. Because it's a 3-piece that kind of goes skawampus. Maybe. Or maybe it's a piece lost to time. Uh-oh, might be a piece lost to time. Because I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. All right. So, set it up like so. Then we've got, okay, weird and weird. Don't need these pieces. Good old Slanesh emissions that I'm not looking forward to having to deal with. Nope, not that one. All right, this one I do know goes over here and attaches there. And we're still looking. And we'll build our way around this thing. Why not? So we've got a 3 walkway. It's going to go up this way. I'm going to need to get our board all kinds of funky as we build this. Godfrey, you got to move, man. Sorry. All right. And let us continue. Oh, look, hey, it was right there. Put this there. We'll go ahead and move that up. Hydrate. Yes, I shall hydrate. Thank you very much, Judas, for showing up and telling me to drink more rum. So, yeah, we started this expedition off kind of like how we started the last one. Tried to help some prisoners. They ended up not being prisoners. And everybody starts with a grievous wound. So we already have 1 dice roll less for each guy. It's not going to be nice, man. It is definitely not going to be nice. And yeah, so our legacy draw. The very first card we drew for legacy. We now get to deal with the chance of seeing Obsidious Malix right off of the bat. So the overpowered Chaos Lord. We have no equipment, no money, only 1 clue, and now we've got a Chaos Lord breathing down our neck. So, needlessly to say, I might be completely and totally screwed in some very impolite ways. Yeah, not fun in any way, shape, or form. Kind of wishing you were here with the Rattling Twins. We might stand a chance. I don't think I stand much of a chance with just good old me. Especially not with how I roll. I mean, let's be honest here. Yeah, dude, very much sideways with the cactus. Like, this is just straight up. Thank you for deciding to pull Blackstone Fortress out for the first time in years. Lose all your life and get screwed. Okay. So something like this, maybe? Yes. Okay. So here is our setup, kind of. Put all of this away. We have 2 possible exits. And I'm hoping that's not the wife telling me I need to get the hell inside because we're going to have a baby. But let's find out wherever the hell my phone went. Let me see. I heard it ring. Oh, it's underneath everything. Why not? No, it was not. Okay, good. Whew. Scared there for a second. It would also be my luck. I finally get this board set up and the baby that's due decides to show up. So we have group 1 setting up in there. Group 2 setting up right here. And group 3 setting up. Would help if I actually put this board in correctly. There we go. Like so. Group 3 sets up there. And our 2 possible exits / reinforcement points are like so. So there's our combat card, because we're just boned. All right, now for the really fun part. Who do we have to deal with? What evil horrors have the Blackstone gods put out for me? Move all this stuff over. We'll put this here since we've got some empty space. All right, shuffle our encounter deck just one more time. Yeah, all right, so the nice enemy in Group 1 is Traitor Guardsmen. We're going to get 5 Traitor Guardsmen and 4 Negavolt Cultists. Oh, Group 2. Negavolt Cultists. We are going to be electrified a lot. A lot. I guess I could show you to the camera instead of the glare. So we got some Traitor Guardsmen. Some Negavolt Cultists. And 3, please do not be Oublious. If it's Oublious, we might just stop the stream tonight while I go inside and cry into my wife's loving arms, because I'm just that screwed. Here we go. More Traitor Guardsmen. Okay, whew. Okay. All right, I can rest a little bit easier now. Okay, now to get the crap ton of things out. I guess we can figure out initiative. So we do not need hostile group 4. So let's figure out our initiative. And I will not be using any of the support stuff off of the ships, because I kind of am glad it's Traitor Guardsmen and Negavolt, because I really don't want to be dealing with Oublious. Like, that scares the hell out of me. All right, so in initiative slot 1, we have Amelin, our elf. Initiative slot 2, hostile group 1. Then we got Gottfried, hostile group 2. Pius, Espern, and group 3. That's actually not a bad split, to be honest. I mean, I've seen much scarier. So we'll put Pius Vorn over here with her 2 things. We'll move Amelin over. Move these rule books over. We got Gottfried at 3 points already. That's going to be my big hope, is if I can get 1 more inspiration point on Gottfried, he can go into pissed off mode and we can all be saved. Actually, he can do it with 3. He is pissed off. So on his turn, he's going to do that and flip his card over to become the more badass that he is. Because these cards have 2 card sides, normal and pissed off mode. All right, let's go ahead and start deploying some guys out, because this is just going to be utter brutality. So since I know we need a lot of Negavolts, I'll just start pulling every Negavolt I can see. Some painted, some not. That's okay. All right, group 1 has 4 Negavolts. Since we've got some Traitor Guardsmen that'll have ranged weapons, to be evil to myself, we're going to set these bad boys up here so that they can go in and get some melee on. Group 2 will have 5 Negavolts, so we've got 1 there. And I might not have enough Negavolt Cultists for this Charlie Foxtrot, which is insane with how many expansions I've bought to make sure we have enough models. Alright, so there's 2 Negavolts. Get back in there, Poxwalker. We don't need no Poxwalker yet. I'm a little scared to do that expansion too. Alright, where's the rest of these Negavolts? Because I built a crap ton of them. So there's that one. I need 1 more Negavolt. Come out, wherever you are. Oh, Negavolt. Please report to Blackstone Fortress Level 1. Negavolt Cultist, report to Blackstone Fortress Level 1. Holy cow. Apparently, this is so evil, I need to go get some Negavolt cultists. So, we're going to use this guy as our last Negavolt cultist, and he can be the first casualty. Okay, then we go to group 3. It is 1 rogue psyker and a bunch of traitor guardsmen, and I need to put traitor guardsmen here. So, we get a sergeant traitor guardsman, for sure, plus a flamer traitor guardsman, because, you know, you got to have the flamethrower. It's not right if you don't have the flamethrower. We'll get some grenade traitor guardsman pulled out. All right, so flamethrower, las, grenade. You know what, we'll put the grenade guy out of cover. Same thing with our flamethrower. And we just need one more las. Where's a las traitor guardsman? Right. There we go. So las traitor guardsman. Then up there, we need 7 traitor guardsmen. So we definitely need another sergeant. We need a rogue psyker, so the rogue psyker is going to sit up back there. Here's some traitor guardsmen. Here's our sergeant. Do we have another flamethrower? I know we do. So we have a crap ton of traitor guardsmen. Any place for a traitor guardsman with a flamethrower? Maybe this group won't have a flamethrower. There's our flamethrower. All right, so flamethrower is going to go right there. We've got 2 guys with grenades. Let me go over here. I'll make sure to fill everything in. So we got these 2 guys with las cannons. That gives us 5, 6. We need 1 more. It'll be this guy with a brutal weapon. All right, so there is all of our guys set up. Most unfortunately, it is a lot of guys. Okay, to set up in the evac or in the maglev chamber after getting our butts kicked by some really bad guys who pretended to be hurt travelers, but it was really just guys out to hurt us. Let us begin. Okay. So, gamble phase. So first we got to roll for everybody. Pius Vorn gets 3 dice. She gets 3 2s. That's not good. Okay, Amelin. She gets a 6 and 2 1, a 1 and a 2. I do not like how this night is going. This is bad. Espern. We'll re-roll this dice because it's off. Espern at least gets 2 5s and a 1. And then good old Gottfried, Shield Wall, man who carried us through our last encounter, gets a 4 4 and 1. So not great. Okay, do we want to do any gambits? I think we do. I think we want Pius Vorn to do a gambit, because I think we want to move her here, and maybe Espern. So we'll start with Espern. Espern will spend 1 to try and get a gambit. And let's double check the rules for the gambit. Let us see what happens. Gambits. Okay, it's an agility roll. So this might be a bad idea. Let's find out. So, Espern's agility. He gets nothing. Pius, spending a 2. She gets nothing. So we wasted 2 activation dice already to do nothing. All right, we'll stop and cut ahead while we're behind. We'll cut our losses from behind. All right, our chaos dice or our destiny dice in this one. So we got 2 6s. which is very unfortunate. But we do get to use a 5, a 2, and a 1. And yeah, we shall begin. So let's go ahead and pull out all of the enemy profile cards. So we've got a Negavolt Cultist, our Traitor Guardsman, and I think our Rogue Psyker. I think that's all we have to deal with. I'm really surprised we haven't run into some Spindle Drones yet, but then again, this was only our second combat. Okay, so Amelin, what are you going to do? So I don't think we have to worry too much. So I think she's actually going to set up to fire Overwatch. She's just going to sit back and go, okay guys, I got your back in case they come rushing. So we lose 1, then everything drops down. So Amelin is done. Let's see, Hostile Group 1. Traitor Guardsman, what are you doing? 5. And just so I can remember, I think that is 1. Yes, that is 1. So Traitor Guardsmen do not have line of sight on anybody because of that corridor. They rolled a 5. Sneak. What will they do to sneak? What is the sneak? Make a move that ends as close as possible to an explorer without entering a hex visible to explorers. So Traitor Guardsmen can move 2. So basically what they just did is go, haha, we heard the elevator doorbell, now we're going to sneak up. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then these guys are going to come over here. Okay, Negavolt Cultist, what are you going to do? An 11. Negavolts. They are hidden, so they do a charge roll. Wonderful. And charges move towards the nearest explorer, then attack. And Negavolt can move 3. So 1, 2, bink. 1, 2, bink. 1, 2. And then they just pile in here because they can't move any further. Oh, actually, technically, they'd move. Yeah, they're right there because they can't move all the way over there. Now, Amelin, because she did do Overwatch, now gets a shot. So Amelin's going to shoot at the first Negavolt Cultist with a 1. And it's her long rifle, so it's at 2. She gets a purple dice. First Negavolt Cultist. Misses. Her second shot. We get to re-roll this because it's using the scope. Does a normal hit. Negavolt Cultists have 2 wounds. You know what? We'll re-roll that. We're going for broke at this point. And it's just 1. So that first cultist takes a wound. As he comes around going, haha, we caught you. Oh shit! It was at this time he knew he screwed up. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Hostile Group 1 is done. Oh no, now they get to attack. So the first Negavolt Cultist with the Electrogode ignores cover. In addition, no defense roll can be made against a wound or grievous wound inflicted by the attack. Oh crap. So basically, if they do a wound, we can't do a defensive roll. This is how scary they get. And then I need to double check something. Okay, 2. All right, we're good. So 2 of them can fit in there because they are on large bases. I wanted to double check, make sure I wasn't cheating against myself. All right, so this first guy is going to go after Gottfried. He's kind of standing a little bit further forward, and he misses. Thank the gods. Second guy going after Gottfried, and he misses too. Whew. Okay, I was about ready to go, mommy. All right, so that is it for Hostile Group 1. Gottfried, he gets to spend 3 inspiration points to get pissed off. He's going Hulk mode. So we flip the card over. It increases a bunch of his stuff, and his shield wall only costs a 4. So Let's see how his attacks go. So first, we're going to spend the 1 because we can, and he gets to do an attack. And since he's in pissed off mode, he gets to roll double dice and bigger dice. So here we go. Gottfried, really pissed off, not happy about taking advantage of. And he does 2 wounds, which is enough to more than kill that guy. And then he's going to spend the 2, since he's the one standing up front, to do an attack against this guy. And he does 2 wounds, which is enough to kill them. So he's taken out a second Negavolt. Now, here's the question. Does he step out and start having to deal with a bunch of crazy? I mean, it is line of sight, so we've got some good stuff. And go for the attack. You know what? Yes, we do. We are insane on Sword and Fortress. We go balls out. So let's go for it. So he's going to spend a 1 to do Lunging Strike, which means Gottfried can move 1 hex towards the closest visible to him before resolving the action. Ooh, visible. You know what? That doesn't count. He doesn't have visibility. But he'll still spend the 1 to step out here and go, bring it on. He will spend a 4 to do his hacking advance, which allows him to make 2 attacks. So the first attack into the flamethrower guy, because we've seen what flamethrowers do on this. Roll that since it's going back out. And he whiffs it. The second attack. He does more than enough damage. He does 3 damage. Flamethrower guy is gone. All right, since we've now stepped out there in the open, we will spend 4 to do his shield wall and give us some protection. So that is it for Gottfried. Hostile Group 2. Negavolts. Only Negavolts. Getting a 5. So it's basically... So these guys are hidden. And a 5 is a hold. But this guy is in the other situation, so he does a charge. So he's going to step up, and he's going to swing at our good man, Gottfried. And unfortunately, if he hits Gottfried, I don't get a defensive wound. So the shield thing won't help us at all. And he misses, thankfully. Whew. Okay. So that is it for Hostile Group 2. Pius. What is Pius going to do? I think Pius is going to go nuts and join Gottfried. So she's going to step out into that room, and she's going to try and torch some traitor guardsmen. So she spent the 2 to move. Then she'll spend the 2 to do some flaming goodness with her chain. Well, no, she's going to do her chain blade. So she wants to go against the guy with the grenade. Oh no, she had a 2. She can't do the chain blade. She's going to try and flame him with the not so great flame weapon. Actually does a wound. Holy cow. So that guy is taking that. And you know what? We will let her spend the 5 to get some glorious flamethrower action on. So up close and personal. Oh no, she'll use the chainsaw. So she's going to try and chainsaw that guy. And she eviscerates, cuts him in half, blood and guts flying everywhere. And Pius Vorn gets a kill. Esbern is next. Esbern really can't do a lot. So he's going to spend a 5 just to move up. And then go into Overwatch mode, just in case things go really bad. And then it goes to Hostile Group 3, most unfortunately. Hostile Group 3 is way the hell over here. They're definitely hidden Let's see what the Trader Guardsmen are going to do. 14 for the Trader Guardsmen. 14 hidden. They are going to charge. So I think this way will probably be faster. So with the charge, they get to do 2 moves, and they move 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. These guys move here. This guy moves here. Rogue Psyker, what do you do? With a 1. Oh, I'm so glad I rolled it there. He's just going to hold there, going, you guys go ahead. I'll find out what you guys are doing later and see what happens. All right, so that is the first turn. We've got some inspiration rolls. So over here, we've got Trader Guardsmen. They do have 2 wounds. I'm double checking. Yes, they do. So we've got 6 wounds for an inspiration roll for Gottfried. He gets it with a 1. So not only did he go into Hulk mode, but he got an inspiration off of it. Then we've got 2 wounds for Pius. Does she get an inspiration? She does not. All right, now we go to the How is Ed Screwed roll. The event table. We get a 6. Not dead yet. The leader must pick up a hostile that was slain and deploy them as close to as possible. So that Negavolt just stood right back up and went, here's Johnny, and got back up. Because why not? It's Blackstone Fortress, and even when I don't roll for reinforcements, they get reinforcements. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some resetting. Destiny dice. Oh, there we go. We got 2 5s, which is unfortunate. But we did get a 6, 4, and 1. Or 2. So, yes. All right, Pius Vorn, what do you get for your activations? A 5, 2, and 1. I really need a 6, so she might take the 6 to be able to do some great flamethrower shenanigans. Amelin. 1, 1, and 2. That's very unfortunate. Especially seeing how she's going first. Yeah. Okay. Espern. Our navigator. 5, 3, and 2. That's pretty decent, actually. And then Gottfried, the man, the myth, the Vanderthrust of Blackstone Fortress, gets a 5, 4, and 3. So that's pretty good too. Okay, Amelin is kind of stuck where she can't really see line of sight. She knows all hell is breaking loose outside of the elevator, but she really can't do anything about it. So she will go to Overwatch, losing those 2 dice and dropping down to 1 there. Hostile Group 1 has had some casualties. So, first things first, the Negavolts, do they get reinforcements? They do not. Do the Trader Guardsmen? They do not. All right. Negavolts, what are you doing? With a 12, the Negavolts, this guy's engaged, so he's going to go Onslaught, which is really bad. And then that guy really can't do anything anyways because there's only so much space that can go there. I might be wrong. Yeah. So you can do 2 smalls, but not that. So this dude's still stuck back there. So is that guy. So this guy's going to go Onslaught, which means he gets to attack twice. And Gottfried, even though he's pissed off, even though he's got Shield Wall, he doesn't get to re-roll any defenses. So this could be very bad. Very bad for Gottfried. Oh, this is incredibly bad for Gottfried. So, ignore cover. In addition, no defense roll can be made against a wound or grievous wound. Oh, and then they've also got a field, so I might not have even killed that guy. Okay, so here's the unfortunate thing. We now have another wound plus a grievous wound on Gottfried. This is very, very bad. Very bad. Okay, what do the traitor guardsmen do? 13. It's actually really unfortunate that apparently we got them right there in melee combat. Oh boy. Alright, 13. So these guys are hidden. They're going to do a charge. So one of these guys gets to step here. This guy's just stuck. And then he gets to do an attack with the lasgun against Gottfried. He misses. Then we've got the sergeant with pistol and melee weapon. He gets a normal hit. Gottfried going shield wall is good because he's already taken his wounds. All right, so that is hostile group 1. Gottfried gets to go. He's not happy about getting the shit kicked out of him because that's exactly what's going on here. This is really bad. It's our second expedition and we might have to end after the first combat again. Not good. So, he's going to spend the 3. We might end up having to change this layout with guys and get, I think, Thaddeus. He can do some healing. I'm going to check some other stuff. We're definitely going to need to start bringing a healer. All right, so he spends the 3, and he's going to do his lunging strike, which doesn't need to do anything. But he gets to attack, and he's going to attack the Negavolt, who just beat the crap out of him. Or, no, actually, he's going to attack this one. Since that guy's already hit, he's going to turn and pivot and try and hit the guy that could possibly kill him. And he super kills him. So that is a grievous wound plus 1, so that's 4. He's off by himself, so on a 20 he survives. 19, oh that was close. But yes, he does die. Okay, he's going to turn over this way. He's going to attack that one with the 4. So he gets to re-roll his 2 attacks. Oh, he's really pissed off. Holy cow. All right, so that is 6 wounds. And their field is... So he's got 2 other guys next to him. So he will get plus 4. So for the first grievous wound... He takes it, and that's enough to kill him anyways. So, Negavolt Cultist, goodbye. All right, he's going to spend his 5 attacking the sergeant. Oh yeah, super grievous wounds. Knocks that sergeant way the hell off the board. And since he's on a rampage, he's just going to go for it. Spends the 2 to attack the guardsman there. Whiffs. We'll spend the 4 to get him to do it again. And whiffs again. So Gottfried's rampage is over. Hostile group 2. They are now all technically hidden. So what happens to them? They roll an 18. Under hidden, that is a charge. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, this first guy doing an attack. Oh, against Gottfried. Misses. Second guy attacking Gottfried. Grievous wound. Oh, damn. This is not good. All right, Gottfried taking another grievous wound. Oh, technically that removed the shield wall. That's right. He no longer has the shield wall, but it doesn't matter with Negavolts. Dude, this is not good. Not good at all. Damn, these Negavolt cultists are a lot scarier now that I'm actually playing them correctly. This is not good. All right, Pies of Orn, it is your turn to try and help. So we're going to take our 1, You know what? We're going to go nuts. She's going to spend the 6 and get some cleansing flames on. But she's got to clear these guys out first, so never mind. That's only out of 2 range. So she's going to spend a 1 to try and get some flamethrower action on. So against the first guy, she does do a wound. Against the second guy, because it's a flamethrower, does nothing. She'll spend the 2 to do it again. First guy, dead with the 2. No, it's possibly gone. So we've got 3 guys there, so 14 or lower, or else he's still up. And it is 14, so he's still standing. Second guy, but he's got... Oh, I was supposed to be doing that for every wound. Okay, so that bad on me. So he's still standing. The second guy, he does take a wound. 14 or up, he ignores it. Nope, he does not ignore it. He takes a wound. So these guys are kind of wounded. And we'll spend... So that was that. We'll spend the 5 to continue doing it. Except for this time... She's going to use her chain blade because we need to kill one of these. So chain blade takes a grievous wound, and on a 10, yes. So this guy falls to Pious Vorn. He's out. And then I guess we'll spend the 6, because why not, to chain blade again. Does a grievous. 16, oh, natural 1. This guy's gone. So Pious Vorn kicking some ass, as needs to be, because, well, poor Gottfried's about to die. In fact, if Gottfried takes another wound, he is out. That's bad. Okay. So Esbern, what is Esbern doing? Esbern can't do anything. For S and Gs... He doesn't have a 6, so he will put a force barrier out just to protect himself in case Gottfried goes down. And then I guess he'll go Overwatch. So we've got some 2s and a 1. Okay. Then Hostile Group 3. Traitor Guardsman, what are you doing? 7, because you guys are hidden. Advance. So they just get to move. So they move 2 spots. 1, 2. They're coming closer. And then Rogue Psyker, what are you doing? Natural 1. I think you're just holding as well. Yep, you're just holding. Okay. Some inspiration. We've got 6, 7 because of the Sergeant for Gottfried. Unfortunately, that was a 9. Then we've got 6 over here for Pious. She gets a 17. So lots of death and mayhem, but unfortunately, no inspiration. Okay, what happens? How was Ed screwed? Natural 20. Lucky find. The leader picks an explorer. The explorer pulls a card. So Amelin doesn't have anything. Let's get a discovery card. She finds some Archaeotech. We need clues, but Archaeotech works. Okay, we'll pull all these dice off. And let's see what happens. Destiny dice. Wow, we rolled a straight, basically. Not incomplete straight, we're missing the 3. But we get to use all 5 dice, which is really, really good. Okay, Gottfried can't do anything. He has completely filled his card up. Esbern gets a 6, 3, and 2. Pious. 4, 4, 1. And Amelin. 1, 1, 4. That's very, very unfortunate. Because she's still stuck back here. Because everything descended upon us. All right. So Amelin basically has to continue doing Overwatch in case Gottfried goes down and they push us into the elevator. Hostile Group 1. Negavolt Cultist, do you get reinforcements? You do not. Traitor Guardsman. You do not. Alright, Traitor Guardsman, what are you doing? So, this guy is adjacent. He will, with a 7, Onslaught. Attack twice with his lasgun. So, where's my purple? Lasgun completely whiffs. This guy is hidden with a 7. He will advance. So he's going to step in here. And not attack because it's an advance, not a charge. Okay, Negavolts, what are you doing? 19. Oh no. 19 is charged. So only one of them gets to step in. And he gets to do an attack. And it goes after Gottfried because he's already wounded. And luckily whiffs. Okay, that's Hostile Group 1. Gottfried is going to spend one of these dice, the 1, to try and heal up. He's got a vitality of a purple dice. Can he at least get a dice back? He does! So, let me double check that I'm playing that vitality roll correctly. Page 14. Alright, so yep, he can only heal that 1 wound. So that's nice for him. And then he's going to go a little bit on his rampage, spending the 2 to attack the Negavolt. Because he's done with these damn Negavolts. And he does 1 wound. So Negavolt gets a wound. Okay, Group 2. Do we get any more Negavolts on that side? Oh, 3. I think that means yes. Large. We got 1 more Negavolt coming in from side 2. So that goes there. What are the Negavolts doing? 15. So everything's all other. So charge. Doink, doink. And then this guy moves 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because we can say he can move through things. And he would push his way through. Okay. So first Negavolt. Does he get to Gottfried? He does. Placing that wound back on there. Second one, does it get to Gottfried? It's a grievous wound on there. Gottfried is taken out of action. That's not good. Poor Pious Vorn is now out there in the open. These Negavolts are brutal. I don't remember them being so rough. This is harsh. Very, very harsh. Okay. Get some hydrate on. Because why not? All right. So that was Hostile Group 2. Pious Vorn gets to go. Pious, what do you got? She's got a 1, which isn't all that helpful. And unfortunately, we can't have her fall back because then her line of sight is just there. So with the 1, she's going to go nuts and try and see what she can do about these guys since Gottfried died wounding them. So going against the Negavolt. Whiffs. Going against Guard 1. Does a damage. Going against Guard 2. Nothing. Okay, she's going to spend a 4 to use her Chain Blade. Try and take out the Negavolt, seeing as how Gottfried's down now. Nothing. Alright, she'll spend another 4 to try and take out that Negavolt. Nothing again. Oh no, the dice gods have turned on me. This is not good. For S&G, she'll spend another 4 to try and get rid of the Negavolt. And that's a Grievous. He's got one friend near him, so on an 18 he ignores it. He does not. That negavolt is fried. And then, since Espern really can't do much else, well, he can actually step in. But we will spend the 5 to do another chain blade attack against the wounded guardsman, which is just enough to kill that guardsman. So we're slowly peeling through these guys that have decided to ambush us right outside the door. All right, Espern loses that. And he is going to spend the 2 to walk in here and try and help Pius. He's going to spend the 6 to reactivate his force barrier to try and keep them alive. He will spend the 3 to third eye that guy using his psychic powers. Does do a damage. And then he will spend the 6 to go ahead and pimp cane him to death. Or try to pimp cane one of these negavolts. And fails. Okay, hostile group 3. What are you guys doing? So, Traitor Guardsmen. With the 14, they are still hidden. They charge. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Or no, 1, 2. So they're actually back here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, the Rogue Psyker, what are you doing? 4. I think they continue to hold. Yep, they hold. So that Rogue Psyker is just like, nope, screw this. I hear all kinds of death. It's mainly on my side. I don't want to deal with it. Okay, some inspiration. Pius Vorn looking for 4. Doesn't get it. Oh, we forgot to roll for oh no, these guys haven't taken any damage, so no reinforcements yet. Okay, let's see what screws Ed this time. We get a 3. Unfulfilled Destiny. We don't get Destiny dice next turn, which is fine because our one guy that could have used it is already down. So, we start to re-roll, everybody. So, Pius gets a 6, 4, and 2. That's actually really nice because now we get to do some cleansing flame if she can get rid of things near her. Amelin. 6, 4, 4. That's really great. Unfortunately, she's still stuck back here. Espern. 4, 3, 2. Now I'm wondering, this might be the time to try and use something. Okay, unfortunately can't use that because she's activating. Not that one. Can't do the... she can't even really do anything. So, pick a hostile group that has not been activated this turn and swap their card with the card at the end of the combat track. So it really doesn't help because that will just force 3. So unfortunately, Amelin's just stuck, really. So she's going to Overwatch in case more of these guys fall, which is very unfortunate. Well, actually, she's got a phase crystal. But she can't pass through these guys, so yeah, it doesn't matter. She's really stuck. This was a really bad scenario. That's not good. Okay, so Amelin's done. Traitor Guardsman, do you get any reinforcements? Oh my god, you do. So you get 6. So here comes another sergeant. Here comes another flamer. Here comes this dude, that guy. Let me go get some more. It's not what we wanted to see. That's very unfortunate. All right, so there's those guys. What did the Trader Guardsman do? This one guy that's standing right here, nascent, he's got a 12. He's going to do Onslaught. So, gets to attack twice with his las gun, targeting Pious. Okay. So he does get a Grievous and a normal hit. Now, with the Force Barrier, now her defense goes from the white dice to the blue cool dice. And so, trying to get rid of the Grievous. She does not, so she takes a Grievous. Trying to get rid of the normal. She does not. Oh, man. My guys are so not doing great. Okay. So there's that. Okay. What do those guys do that are hidden? 7. They advance. So 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, Negavolts. Do you get reinforcements? 14, you do not. What do you do? 4. As a Negavolt, you charge. That kind of figures. And he's going to go after Pious because she's down on the ground. So, Pious takes nothing, thankfully. Woof. Okay, that is it for Group 1. Gottfried is down. He can't do anything. Hostile Group 2, the Negavolt Cultist. Do you get anything? 6, no. What do you do? You are engaged. Recharge. What does recharge do? Remove a wound counter. That's it. Oh, as an advance. Okay, so they just attack. So, the first Negavolt Cultist, going against Pious. Grievous wound. Pious's card is now filled up. Second one. Wound. Pious has now been taken out. So Pious is gone. And it is just poor Espern and Amelin. Holy crap. We're going to get wiped on the very first combat card. This is not good. Not a good start. Not a good start at all to all of this. Oh, man. All right, I'm taking a drink just to see how bad this is. We've got Gottfried down. Pious Vorn is down. Our poor navigator is standing out here, and our poor elf chick is like, I wish I could do anything, but I've been stuck in the back of the elevator this whole damn time. All because we got ambushed by Negavolts, who I was not playing correctly all of the other times I played them, because they are fracking brutal. Ignoring all defensive rolls. Holy crap, do you want to try and avoid them? Okay. So that was Hostile Group 2. Pious is down. Now it's up to Espern. Espern. We can't even activate his Force Barrier this time. So he's probably going to go down pretty quick. So it's time for some Pimp Cane action. He's going to spend a 4 and try to attack that Pimp Cane there. That Negavolt. And he whiffs. So we've got the third eye going after that Negavolt. Whiffs. And that one. Hits. Does he take it? Yes, he does. All right. Amelin still can't do anything, so she's completely out. It is now time to see how bad Ed is screwed continued. Event table. 12. Escape chamber. So we are going to pull this one, and we get to bring So no more reinforcements from that side. We now have our escape chamber for free, which is nice, but it's still pretty bad on the field right now. Okay, Destiny dice. So we rolled 2 2s and 2 4s, so that means only the 5 gets used, or can be used. All right, Espern, with your 3 dice. You get a 6, 5, and a 2. So that's really good because we can reactivate the force barrier. Amelin can actually join the fight now. 6, 3, and 2. It's really good too. Okay. All right, so she really can't do much. So she's going to spend the 2 to walk up to try and help Esper out as our last stand here at the elevator. She will then spend the 3 for her long blade as she attacks the wounded Negavolt. She takes him out maybe. So for the first wound, yep, he's out. So there we go. She's then going to spend a 6 to do it again. She's attacking that one. So for the first Grievous wound that would take him out, he's out. And then she will spend a 5 to try and do it to that one. And whiffs, because of course that was the Destiny dice. So that is it for Amelin. Hostile Group 1 has been wiped out almost. So, oh no, up here. So do we get more Traitor Guardsmen? No. Do we get more Negavolt cultists? Almost. No. What did the Traitor Guardsmen do? With the 4, the Traitor Guardsmen sneak. So these guys just move up 2. Sneaky, sneaky. This guy who's adjacent on a 4 onslaught. He attacks twice with his last gun. And he's going to go after Espern, because Espern hasn't gone yet, and completely whiffs. Okay, Gottfried is down. Hostile Group 2. Do you get reinforcements? No, you do not. Not with a 4. Okay, what do you do? 12, which I think is just basically beat the crap out of things. Yep. Okay, going after Espern. Espern takes a wound. Okay, Pius Vorn is out. Espern. So I'm going to spend the 6 to put the force barrier up. Not that it's been helping with the Negavolts. And then he's going to try and pimp cane some things. So pimp caning this last Negavolt. Oh, that Negavolt too gets to go. I keep forgetting about this guy. So that was a charge. So 1, 2, 3. I think they can move 3. Double check. It's late. Yes, they can. So he moves there. Okay. So pimp cane into that Negavolt. Cocked. He does do a wound. Does the Negavolt take it? The Negavolt does. Then third eye. Trying to finish that Negavolt off. Grievous wound would do it. And he takes it. So Espern clears out some Negavolts. He's got his force barrier up to try and help them. We're slowly clearing this out. Okay. How is Ed screwed on this dice roll? Gets a 19. Heroic effort. Leader picks a explorer that is out of action. Deploy the explorer in the same hex as explorer or near as possible to another explorer. Oh, hell yeah. Gottfried, my man, is coming back. Make a vitality roll. So he's got a vitality. Does he heal that 1 wound back to continue being the savior that he is? He does. Gottfried resurrects himself for the Emperor style and is going to go nuts. All right, Esper, I should have rolled for that. You got 2 for inspiration. Needing a natural 1, don't get it. Amelin, needing a 4. Don't get it. Everything moves over here. Okay, so Destiny Dice. We need lots of this. Gottfried's got to do some... I saw 6s and thought, what's so hopeful? Then I remembered we don't get to use doubles or triples or quads. But that's okay. We still got quite a bit for Gottfried to kick ass and take names. So Amelin gets a 5, 3, and 2. Now that she's out of the elevator, we get to see some action. Espern only has 2 dice. Gets a 3 and a 2. And Gottfried, the man, the myth, the legend, gets a 5. All right, Amelin is going to try and take care of this Trader Guardsman right here. She's going to use her blade. So 2 purple dice. And she does it. So Trader Guardsman gone. Then she's going to shoot at things. So trying to hit the sergeant. 1, 2, 3. So yep, purple dice. Ooh, grievous wound, sergeant down. Then she's going to spend another 2 to try and take out that guy because that's all she can see. That guy's down. Amelin coming out of the elevator, kicking ass. And then Hostile Group 1. Hostile Group 1 only has these Trader Guardsmen. Do they get more? They do, with a 3. Trader Guardsmen, 3. They only get 2 more. So 2 more Trader Guardsmen come roaring back in. And we will mark these as Group 1 with one of these so that we can kind of keep track of things. These guys are also Group 1. Okay, what do you guys do? A 20. Oh, man. Fury. Take the onslaught action. Okay, actually that works out for us. They can't see anything, so they just sit there being pissed off. Negavul Cultist, do you get any more? 5, no you do not. That's it for Hostile Group 1. Gottfried, being the man, the myth, the legend he is, he's going to go charging in to try and deal with some of this. Especially that Negavolt. So he's going to spend his 5. No, we got to be visible. So, I'm going to spend the 2 to move. He can move 3, so he's going to move in here. And then he's going to spend his 5 to try and take out this Negavolt. Which he does. Double grievous wounds. Okay. That Negavolt's all by himself. That first one is enough. Gottfried owns it. He will then spend this other 3 to try and take on one of those guys. And with the double grievous wounds, Gottfried owns the grenade guy. Okay, that is it for Gottfried. Group 2, Trader Guardsmen. Do you get any more? No. Group 2, oh, that was Negavolts. They've been taken out. They do not get reinforcements. That is awesome. Pius Vorn is out, so it goes to Espern. Espern loses force barrier. And we're going to head this way because we got that huge blob over there. So he's going to spend the 2 to move 2, 1, 2. And he's going to see if he can't help out with this third eye against one of these other Trader Guardsmen. He gets 1 wound on him. We'll do it against one of these close combat specialists. And then he'll spend the 5 to use the Pimp Cane. And he gets it. So this guy gets taken out. All right, it is Hostile Group 3's turn. Hostile Group 3, do you get any more reinforcements? No, you do not. What do the Trader Guardsmen do? 17. So these guys are engaged. They do onslaught. They'll attack twice. This guy is other. So with the 17, he will do onslaught. So everybody's onslaughting. So we'll start with flamethrower dude, since this is going to be bad. 2 to 3. So he gets dice for each. Yeah, not good. Okay, so against Gottfried. Grievous wound. Oh no. Is Gottfried going back down? No. But he is wounded. Back to wounded. Okay. Last gun. Against Gottfried whiffs. He's too scared. Grenade dude. Attacking twice. Maybe. He whiffs. He's too scared of what Gottfried has unleashed upon them. All right, finding out inspiration. Here we go. Pious Warren's out. Aspern looking for 3, 5, 7. Nope, she doesn't get it. These guys can move back over here to the death pile. Aspern looking for a 2. Gets it. Aspern's up to 2. And then Gottfried, being the man, the myth, the legend. Looking for low. 4 does it as well. He's up to 2 inspiration points. He's an inspiration to all of us. The Victor van Vanderthrust of Blackstone Fortress. Gottfried, my man. All right, how are we screwed now? 18. Heroic effort. Oh no. Pious Vorn comes out swinging. She's going to be a step back this time. She gets to do a vitality roll. Does she remove that 1 wound? She does not, but that is okay. Everybody's back on their feet. We're going into the next turn. Hopefully we can get a bunch of dice to try and help Pious and Gottfried out. We do, kind of. We got a 6, we got a 5, we got a 4, and 2 2s. So that's not too bad. We got a possibility of Pious getting removed her 4th turn, her 4th injury. Gottfried, hopefully we can remove the 4th injury. And we might actually be seeing a comeback after how hellacious this started. I'm excited now. Yeah, everybody's getting back up. Nobody's lying down dead. Gottfried's proving to be the man. Aspern, unfortunately, rolls very sad with 1, 2, and 3. Pious can't roll. Amelin rolled bad. Aspern only gets 2 dice. But, what 2 dice? We got a 6 and a 3. Okay, Amelin gets to go first. She can move 3. And unfortunately, these guys are blocking her yet again. Oh. Damn, having her first sucks. Like, really, really bad sucks. She always seems to be in the back on this one. And I don't want to send her that way because then that's just solo death. So you know what? She will overwatch and watch the other corridor. So drop that 3 and 2 down to a 1 and 2. And she'll just sit there watching that way. Hostile Group 1. We've got these guys. Does any more Traitor Guardsmen show up? No. What are you doing? With the 5. Please tell me you're just holding. Nope, you're sneaking. So, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And they go sneak, sneak, sneak. Try and catch up. The Negavolt cultists that were with these guys, do they get reinforcements? They do not. Gottfried, the man, the myth, the legend. He's going to spend a 4 and do a vitality roll. Try and see if he can't get his dice roll back. He does. He gets to heal that 1 wound. So next turn, assuming he doesn't take any more, he gets to actually roll. And then he will actually spend the 5 to put his shield wall back up. To prove just how awesome he is. You know what? No, we don't need that. Aspern can try and do something. But Espern's all the way in the back. Oh, you know what? We will shield wall. Gottfried needs a shield wall. Okay, Hostile Group 2. Negavolts, do you come back? You do not. Okay, that brings us to Pius. Pius, you know what? As much as I hate to do this, we're going to spend a 6 to try and see if she can heal that. That 6 is huge. I don't want to spend it, but it has to be done. Oh, she does it in style. Unfortunately, you can't heal grievous wounds, and she's got 3, but at least she can roll next turn. Espern. Espern is going to take his 3. See if he can't third eye that one guy there using the psychic powers. He totally obliterated him. No, yeah, just gone. Poof. Spray of blood. Gone. All right, he's then going to spend his 6 since we've got the shield wall, and he is going to pimp cane that guy. So with the pimp cane, he whiffs. I mean, he is a psyker, so you wouldn't expect melee combat to be great, but that's no good. Okay, hostile group 3, which is these guys and that guy. Do we get any more traitor guardsmen? Shit. Yes, we do. So we get a sergeant and 3 more guys. They pop out here. We will mark these guys as group 3. Okay, group 3, what are you doing? So these guys are adjacent. That's an 11. So 11, adjacent, engaged, onslaughting, and then close, charge. So he's going to come up. All right, so the Lasgun going against the man, the myth, the legend, Godfried. Does he do anything to Godfried? Oh, 2 wounds. Okay, Godfried with the shield wall ignores them both with 2 grievous saves. So he basically says, screw you. The flamethrower, being really close, actually gets to roll crappily. No, he doesn't. His flamer's better than Pius's. This is not going to be good. Against Godfried, that's a wound. Against our unfortunate navigator, that's a grievous wound. Oh no. So Godfried, going against the wound. He owns it. The navigator, needing... Oh, what is your defense? Oh no. Here we go. He doesn't. Unfortunately, the navigator takes a grievous wound. So everybody's pretty much screwed up on this one. All right, these guys, what did they do? Crap, I forgot what the roll was. We'll roll it again. Why not? 9. Hidden guardsmen. With the 9, they advance. So, but they can't go far because these guys are in the way. Okay, that's most unfortunate. All right, inspiration rolls. We've got Espern looking for 2 or less. Gets it. Holy cow, Espern is up to 3. We'll see if he goes Super Saiyan mode as well. And that is it. Emmeline proves to continue just wrong place, wrong time. Okay, how bad is Ed screwed? With an 11. Escape chamber, we already have that. So there's no effect. Okay, Destiny dice. We get 2 3s, which are useless, unfortunately. A 5, a 2, and a 1. Everybody gets a dice. So Pius, what do you get? You get a 3. Emmeline continues with her 3. She gets a 1, 2, 3. Not great rolls from Emmeline. I might have to trade her out for Dadius. Okay, Espern gets a 6. That's a strong roll. Godfried gets a 5. That's another strong roll. All right, Emmeline. What are you going to do, girl? So she can move 3, but with these guys adjacent, she can't move there. So again, she is stuck doing Overwatch, watching that side. Okay, 1. Do you get any more traitor guardsmen? No. What are you doing? 9. Advancing. So these guys, 1, 2, and that will set off her Overwatch. So we'll get some fun there. We'll say the sergeant led the way. These guys move down this way. So the first Overwatch with the rifle. That would have been back here. So she gets this. Nothing. Second one. Nothing. So glad. Okay, and then with the advance, they attack. So Sergeant with the pistol and melee weapon against Amelin. One wound. Amelin's defense is the square. She takes a wound, unfortunately. Okay, then we've got Flamer Guy. That's not good. Cocked. That's a wound. Amelin saves it. Then Grenade Guy. Oh, grievous wound. Oh no. She saves the grievous. Holy crap. Okay, then we've got the two lasgun guys back here. Or no, just one lasgun guy. Whiffs. And then the two pistol and melee guys, we'll just roll them both. They whiff. So Amelin does take a wound, but that's it out of that group. Gottfried is going to go on a rampage. He's going to spend the 5. Striking the flame dude. Only does 1 damage. Oh, that's not good. Okay. So only 1 damage against the flamer. He's forced to spend 1 dice to attack again. And barely kills him. So Gottfried got the flamer guy. For S&Gs, just because we need to clear this out, he will also spend the 2. Attacking the other guy. Gottfried, the man, the myth, the legend, takes out the last of the traitor guardsmen. Okay. Hostile group 2. Do the Negavolt cultists come back? They do not. Pious. Pious, what are we doing with you? I think Pious has to come back and help. So she's going to spend the 3 to move back, and then she's going to spend the 5 to just start torching. So, against, with the 5, you know what? She's going to use the chain blade. No, she's got to use the flamethrower. It's the only thing that makes sense. Against the sergeant, does a wound. Against the fellow flamer, because her flamethrower is just not as good. Nothing. Against the grenade guy, nothing. Oh, this is bad. This is very, very bad. Okay, hostile group 3. What are you doing? 14. Let the traitor guardsmen hit in, they charge. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. So we'll keep them separated a little bit. Okay, what is our rogue psyker doing since... Yep, he's doing a hold because he's hidden. Okay. Oh, Espern. Espern didn't get to go. Espern is going to spend a 6. We've lost our shield wall. He's going to put the force barrier up. And that's all he's doing. Okay. Gottfried, do you continue to be inspired? Yes, you do with the natural 1 roll. So Gottfried is all the way back up to 3 inspiration. What can you do with that much inspiration? Oh, we can start re-rolling dice. I like that. Okay. Because once you have 4 inspiration, you are... Yeah, you can't take any more. So Gottfried is already flipped. He's already in Hulk mode. Now we're going to start doing some awesome inspiration stuff. Espern, since we already have the evacuation, he's probably going to flip his card. Okay, let's see how Ed is screwed with the event table. Getting a 7. Changing conditions. Oh, do we have a twist? It does. Greed of Slanesh. Oh, we had this last time, and this is so horrible. So after any doubles, if the total is more than 6, we have to discard all of our Destiny dice. So this just got horrendous for me. I mean, absolutely nightmarish. Okay, Destiny, here we go. Hoping for lots of doubles. Okay, we got double sixes, which is really great. Then we've got a 3, a 1, and a 2, which does equal 6. Oh, it only discards 6s, so we get to keep this one. It's not the same as the last time, but it just prevents us from having any 6s in the Destiny area. I will take that. I will take that to the bank. All right. So, Pius, with your 1 dice. Oh, you get a 6. Of course you do. Oh, yeah. Amelin gets a 4 and a 4. That's really good. That'll help clear some stuff out. Espern, you get 1 dice. You get a 5. I'll take that. Godfried, the man, the myth, the legend, gets a 6, like the baller he is. Okay, so Amelin gets to go first. She is going to use her Power Blade to start trying to clear out some of this stuff. So against the Sergeant. Whiffs. Oh, that's bad. That is so bad. She's going to try again. Does 1 damage. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is so not good. All right, she's going to spend a 1 because we need to clear this out. Trying to get that Sergeant taken out. Finally, yes, we get the Sergeant kill. All right. So that is it for Amelin Guard Group 1. Do you have any more guards coming in? You do not. Do you have any more Negavolts coming in? You do not. What are you doing, Group 1? 14. So these guys are adjacent. So they are going to be doing charge, obvious. Oh no, onslaught. Great. That's probably going to be the death of that group. Then onslaught close, so charge. So basically this guy's going to come in, and then these guys are going to shoot from there. Okay, let's get the very bad thing out of the way. So the Flamer onslaughting against Pius Vorn. Whiffs! Holy crap. Against our poor Amelin. Cocked. Grievous against Amelin. Oh no. Amelin. Oh no. So Amelin is down. She's taken her 2nd Grievous wound. Okay, Grenade Guy. Against Pius. Nothing. Against Amelin. Nothing. Weapon Dude. Oh no. Amelin, first one. That's got 1 wound. She takes it. Oh no, Amelin might be going down. Okay, 2nd one against Amelin. Grievous. Amelin has been taken out. Okay, now against Pius. With the first attack. With the 2nd attack, the Emperor protects. Okay, Las pistol, Las gun. Does hit Pius. She takes a wound. Okay, and then pistol and melee. Misses. Oh, that was brutal for Group 1. Okay, Godfried, the man, the myth, the legend. He's going to have to spend a 2 to walk up, and then spend a 6 to do some hack and slash. So he gets to attack twice. So first time against the Lasgun guy. Completely decimates him. Double Grievous wound. Says, screw you, for the Emperor, here I come. 2nd guy with the 2nd attack. Only does 1 damage. So 1 wound against this guy. And that is it for Gottfried. You know what? Gottfried's about the only thing holding this together. He's going to pull that second dice, try and finish that guy off. And he does. Massively. So that was the group 3 guys, or at least some of them. Godfrey's down. Group 2. Does the Negavol cultist from group 2 come in? They do not. Pious. All we've got left. And unfortunately, she's got her 6, which would do amazing things, needs to be at range 2 to 3. So I guess we just got to do the flames. So, against Flamer, nothing. Against Grenade, nothing. Against Melee, 1. So Melee guy gets 1. Okay. Espern loses the Force Barrier. He's going to spend the 5 to walk onto here. And actually, we will do a search with the inspiration points, taking all 3. Oh, no. So actually, he's got his 3 he's going to take, and he gets to do a search attempt without it. So he'll spend the 6. Instead of moving, he will do a search, and he finds more Archaeotech. I mean, at least we're finding something. Okay. Group 3. Do you receive reinforcements? No. What do you do for the Trader Guardsmen? 12. We are technically hidden. So they advance. And they will shoot at poor Gottfried. Okay, pistol and melee. Whiffs. Last gun. Does hit. Gottfried's defense. Owns it. Okay. Let's see just how screwed we are. First, we've got 4 over here for Gottfried. He doesn't get anything. And actually, Gottfried's going to do that as well. I don't think you can take a search next to guys, but his next turn, he's going to take a search and try and find stuff. All right, let's find out how screwed I am. Here we go. 11. Escape chamber, nothing happens. Okay. So pull all these dead guys off. Let's get some Destiny dice on. So a 4, a 3, get to stay on. Unfortunately, we did roll a 6 and 2 5s, so not much help there. Most unfortunately. Okay. Amelin is out of action. So Pius has no dice rolls. Espern gets a 6, which is really nice. The man, the myth, the legend, Gottfried, gets a 2. Okay, Amelin's out. Hostile group 1. Do you get any more reinforcements? With a 3, yes you do. You get 2 more guys. So, boom. Hostile group 1. What do you guys do? So these guys, we've got a mix and then we got a hidden. So let's deal with the hidden. With a 6, they sneak. So 1, 2. And then we've got engaged, onslaught, and then close onslaught. So basically everybody's onslaughting. All right, Flamer guy, because somehow the Chaos Flamer is better than Pius's. Does do a wound. And Pius can't save it. She is taken out of action. And then these guys technically are now hidden. So they would go 1, 2, 1, 2. That was a advance. And now they get to shoot. So grenade guy. Misses. Melee guy into Espern. fly. Yeah. Pistol dude. Oh, Grievous. Oh, no. Oh, no. Esperin owns it. And then Lasgun guy. Whiffs. Okay. So, that's group 1. Gottfried is going to continue being the badass he is and starts to attack. Sergeant owns him. So we're trying a mad dash back to our escape chamber and avoiding these guys. We'll spend a 3 to continue doing some slicing and dicing. And he slices that guy in half. And then he's actually just going to have to sit there because this is bad. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and actually those guys were 1, and I think that was an advance. Oh, we'll leave it. Okay, hostile group 2. Do any negavolts come back? No, they do not. Okay. Pius is out. Espern has got to unlike the Pimp Cane. So he's going to put a force barrier up just to try and give us something with the 6. And then he will use the 4 for the Pimp Cane. And he will try and take out the melee guy. He does injure him. So there is that. Okay, hostile group 3. We have eliminated all of the Trader Guardsmen. Do they get any more? They do not. What does the Rogue Psyker do? With a 6, continues to hold. Okay. How is Ed screwed over? Oh, no. Oh, that's right. At the end, after he killed those guys, he was going to spend... Oh, he can't because he's got to have the 4. So never mind. Does he get inspiration? He does not with the natural 20. And then Espern didn't do anything, so these guys are removed. How are we screwed? We get a 3. Do not make any destiny rolls. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This is just brutal. Like Mortal Kombat brutality level here. Okay, so without any destiny rolls, Espern gets to roll 1 dice. Gottfried gets to roll 1 dice. Espern gets a 5. Gottfried gets a 2. All right, Amelin is out. Hostile group 1, what are you doing? 19. Well, that's for reinforcements. What are you doing? Oh, that's for the negavolt of 1. Now what are you doing? 3. Trader Guardsmen with a 3. These guys are hidden. They're just going to hold. These guys with a 3. They're engaged. They're going to try to fall back. 1, 2. So those guys have gone. These guys are close. They're going to fall back. 1, 2. And this guy is going to advance. 1, 2. So flamethrower dude goes, I got you guys. You guys fall back. It's okay. And yeah. So that will be interesting. All right, flamethrower dude against Espern. Whiffs. All right, Gottfried with a 2 basically can only move. And he just is going to move up and say, come get me, you cheeky bastards. Yeah. Okay. Hostile group 2. Do any more negavolts come in? They do not. Pius is out. Espern. He's going to pimp cane that damn flamethrower dude for daring to try and flame him. And it does 1 damage. And he loses the force bubble. Okay. We don't have any special stuff, so how is Ed screwed this time? Oh no, that's now group 3. Any reinforcements for the Trader Guardsmen? No. What is the Rogue Psyker doing? 12. Disrupt. Oh, crap. So we don't have any extra dice, so he is going to disrupt our man Gottfried because he knows how dangerous he is. All right, how screwed is Ed? 5. Not dead yet. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, to be fair to me, let's see. The leader must pick one hostile that was slain during the combat and has not been returned to the battlefield and deploy them as close as possible. So we didn't destroy anybody in this combat. So I'm going to say nobody gets to stand back up. Let me know if you guys disagree in the comments. Okay. Destiny dice. So this 6 disappears. The pair of 3s disappear. But the 1 and 5 can be used. Gottfried has a damage. Esbern gets a 6. That's always nice. Okay, Amelin is down. Do the Trader Guardsmen from Group 1 get any more reinforcements? They do not. What are they doing? So they get a 10. I'm going to set this off to the side because all kinds of craziness is happening. So these guys are hidden. So they will advance. 1, 2, 1, 2. Coming back. And then this one dude was engaged with a 10, does onslaught. So we will resolve that first onslaught. I get Esbern. A wound and a wound. Esbern. Whiffs both. Esbern is knocked out. So only Gottfried remains. Oh, man. All right. And they can't attack. So these guys were engaged. They're going to do an onslaught. So we've got a... Well, what do these guys do? With the 10, they're within 2. They're going to charge. It's going to come up. This guy's going to join that group. Okay. So these 2 front dudes get to do an onslaught. Pistol and melee. They whiff. That dude whiffs. Oh, that's the first time. Second time. Does get a Grievous on Gottfried. And Gottfried reduces it down from a Grievous, but that doesn't matter. All of our guys have been taken out. That officially ends it. Oh my god, this has taken 2 hours just for one level, and we didn't even get anywhere on this expedition. So now we got to see if anybody dies. So yeah, let's see if anybody dies. Okay, so we've got 3 grievous wounds, 2 grievous wounds, 2 grievous wounds, 1 grievous wound. So we roll a d20, and if it's less than the grievous wounds, they are dead and we cannot use them. So Gottfried, the man, the myth, the legend. I am so glad that wasn't on camera because that was a natural 1. I am not having Gottfried die, damn it. Oh my god, Gottfried died! He died! He died. Gottfried's down. He cannot be used again. Oh. Oh, this is just horrid. So, okay. All right. That was the will of the dice gods, apparently. Esbern. He's fine. Emmeline. She's fine. Pius. She's fine. So Gottfried is dead. What does it take to bring Gottfried back? because I know the Traveler can do something once we go back to Precipice. On a 16 plus, we can bring him back. All right, so that will end our second expedition. We just got owned straight off yet again. Man, this is what I get for using the increased difficulty right off the bat. Oh, this is rough. Gottfried's dead. We've got the... Holy cow, JRA's still up? That's insane. No, I appreciate you willing to spend points. We've got some plans with the Traveler. We might be able to bring some guys back. Yep, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe. This has been absolutely brutal for me. I definitely am going to have to go cry in my wife's arms. Especially for Gottfried, man. Gottfried, really. And it was the will of the gods, because when it rolled onto the floor, it was a natural 1. Then it came up to a 2. If you're doing this on Twitch, please follow. And if you've got Prime, we'd love to have your Prime subscription. I'm going to go cry now. You guys have a great night.